episode of OpolousGames. Obviously we are, I know it's been a couple minutes, it's been a fat minute. I've been busy, and just with work and stuff. But those of you that are going to join me, welcome. This is going to be a little bit different pace of an episode. Rather than just straightforward playing the game, I feel like it's a good time to sit down and talk about what's been going on in my life while playing the game, because that'll help keep me engaged with the conversation. Please feel free to engage on chats. I will be watching as much as I can. I'm actually going to do it now. Yeah, let's kind of get this going. We're just gonna do some multiplayer, nothing too intensive. Although, I mean, with this game, the multiplayer gets pretty intensive. It's a good game, even for multiplayer. Excuse me. It appears I have some acid reflux happening. It's my own fault. But anyway, I'm just getting set up here, so bear with me for just a minute. Hello viewer. Let me get myself set up with. Just want to get myself set up with one thing before I actually start playing the game. There we go. Let's do Conquer Hell Beyond. Let's do Beyond the Marne. That's a good one to.
By July 1918,
that's a good one.
the German army had total
Or to
control
play,
of the
I should say. Let's
These
see.
were vital lifelines for the German soldiers based in the Marne salient.
Okay.
Fearing an offensive in this region, the French planned to force the Germans out of this area.
Okay, so yeah, it's going to tell me about the operation I'm going to join. I have battle packs. I'm not going to do them. I'm just going to leave them because, I mean, I got this game for less than $10, so it was definitely a bargain, and I'm really thankful for that because that was a good. I feel like it was a worthy purchase. I feel like it was definitely something I got a bargain on. But yeah, I know I stated we're gonna have some conversation going about like what's been going on in my life. So my life lately has been a little bit tumultuous lately. I mean, I've just been dealing with a lot of mental health issues and things that have been affecting my life personally and some of my personal relationships not in a very positive way that I am honestly working on trying to fix and have been weighing heavily on me, have just kind of kept me trying to do my own thing and kind of center myself and regain focus so I can, sort of repair those relationships and recognize the things that I've been doing wrong. And it's a lot of work. It's really tough, and I really try to empathize with people who go through these struggles. It's tough. It's really, really, really hard sometimes. It's hard not to just fall into old habits and, not wake up and realize, hey, the fuck are you doing? It's hard. To put it lightly, the fuck are you doing? It's a challenge, but it's something I really want to overcome because I know those of you out there who, have close friendships and close interpersonal relationships and deal with these sorts of things. They are, it's tough. It's tough for all of us, but we're all in this together. And I really believe that. Even if sometimes we get so wrapped up in our own heads that we take selfish routes that maybe are not conducive to exemplifying those beliefs. But I'm attacking this time. I'm the French. But yeah, it's one of my friends. We had a really good conversation. It was rough. It was a very rough conversation. It was very real. It was very brutal. But when you hear those sorts of things from someone you really care about, they're telling you because they care about you and because they care about the relationship. And though it feels mean at the time, they're doing it out of a place of love and because they want to see you grow. And it's something that I have come to grips with because I myself can I get wrapped up in my own emotions and I can get very emotional and just sometimes my emotions overtake my logic, which is really a tough thing to deal with. And I hope nobody has to deal with it as severely as, well, I can't speak to other people's experiences because I don't know, but in my own experience, it can get pretty severe, and you just, I don't know, like, it's tough, and, I mean, for those of you who need help, I hope that you can get the help that you require. We are losing objective because it's definitely very good. Man, I'm doing terrible. But, yeah, alright, we'll just spawn back in. I'm gonna run scout. And sometimes, the damage to those relationships, it feels irreparable, but if you, don't totally lose hope. It's hard, hopelessness is one of the worst things you can deal with, aside from the fact that, if you are in that position, that, the initial fact that, I personally, from my own experiences, if I hurt someone I care about, it really affects me deeply, and that is something I have been coming to grips with. There have been a few people in my life that I have unintentionally, just hurt because I was wrapped up in my own things, and another big point on that someone brought up to me was empathy and showcasing it. And I feel like we always try to relate through relevance, and other people's experiences may not be the most relevant to us because we haven't experienced them, obviously. But the most common mistake that people can make, and I mean, I've spoken with my therapist about this, is trying to relate through your own experiences, and that's not really the way to do it. The thing is, a lot of people don't know how to listen, or they make the mistake that relating through their own experiences is listening, and it's not. As much as you think it is, as much as you want to be there and help, it's not helping. It can come off, with certain people, it can come off as dismissive, or, it's a tough, it's not a fine line, but it's definitely something that requires, some thought. Somebody said, I make the mistake when I'm having those kinds of conversations or having those deep talks with my friends when they're trying to vent to me about their problems, that I have to reply. I feel like I have to reply, or else it comes across that I'm not listening, and that's not the case. Sometimes it's enough to say, I'm here, and now that that's been pointed out to me, I am doing my best to sort of, showcase that, I guess. What is with my interface? Hang on, my interface is being funny. I think... Welcome to the chat room. I know there's a way to do it, but... Okay, let's spawn back in. As a scout. Where was I? Oh yeah, we were talking about empathy and stuff. And you're not always going to have the input to give You're not always going to have the input to give to comfort that person. And sometimes it's just enough to be there with them through that experience. And that's what's important. And I guess, like, it's a hard thing to wrap my head around sometimes, that, like, just listening is showing empathy and letting them talk and letting them, you know, get through it. It's just, we're so conditioned as human beings to sort of, you know, give our input and say, you know, some sort of kind or caring thing back that may not necessarily always be the case. That's just, it's I know it's like a tough is there a way to, like, anyway, yeah. It's been kind of rough lately. My own personal issues. Wow, this is just not going well. This is where this game gets kind of frustrating. Because it's just, sometimes it's just very spawn die, and that's kind of the thing I don't like dealing with in this game. It's just, okay, I'm spawned in, well, I'm dead. That was completely fruitless and dumb. Let's see. I'm also not entirely focused because this is an important conversation. I feel like, and those of you who are listening, thank you. I can't. Feels like I can't really do much. That's fine. I think my settings are good. I'm just wondering. There's like a setting I want to change on my own thing. Yeah, it's just. Whoa, I'm in a tank. I guess. That was. I'm below the map. Oh god, I'm below the map. Fuck. Sorry, just give me one moment, guys. I'm just trying to look into something here on my stream, and it's just really not cooperating. Let's just spawn in. We'll spawn in and figure it out in a minute. I don't think we're gonna win this round, unfortunately. Yeah.
50 of our soldiers remain.
Man, I can't do anything. It feels like. Yeah, just kind of like as I was saying, I guess the main message is, like, take the time to listen to your friends when they're talking to you about the things that they care about and things that might be affecting them. And you can showcase empathy in ways that you might not expect. it's a tough thing to deal with. That was my
20 of our soldiers remain.
That's a crash plane. It's a very crashed plane. Oh man. I'm like trying to provide support. We're not going to take the sector. Like, I don't know. We're supposed to take the sector. Like, it's pretty weird. Well, that's a grain. Like, I'm wondering, I'm just stuck in this tank right now. I can't see. Right in the tank. Can't really go anywhere. Just 1 second, guys. I know where I'm. Yeah, I saw that. Just give me 1 second. I want to look at something here, and then I'll be totally ready.
But do not lose heart. It is the last 5% of possible exertion
that
that often wins the battle. At them again.
Oh yeah, we're gonna attack again.
We are being reinforced with a behemoth.
Sorry, my interface is really bothering me on Twitch. So give me like a second. I'm gonna spawn in. Once I get this figured out. Damn it! Broke it. Yeah, I'm only on like 17 minutes, so just give me like a minute here. Thank you for your patience, guys. I really appreciate it.
We have taken objective apples.
Oh, we took it this time. Let's see. I can report myself. What I wanted. It's not what I wanted. I'm trying to get this to work. It's being dumb. Okay, I guess I'll spawn in.
We have taken objective butter.
Oh shit, we're actually making a good push, which is dope. Let's push over there. Okay, so I covered the empathy thing a little bit. I guess one of the other points I was trying to make is just, I don't know, be kind to your friends and try to be nice to each other. And like, it's hard. It's super hard to deal with some of this shit. And like, I recognize that. And a lot of people are struggling, especially now. Like, things feel worse than they have been. Like, in the world in general. And I guess, like, we're all in this together, and I guess showcasing that. You know, not everybody is a good person. But just try to showcase, like, empathy and care for one another. And just, you know, I guess it's like a difficult thing to just talk about without some feedback, I guess. but goddamn, it took like one hit for me to die. Yeah, it's and recognizing that people have their own issues and trying not to get wrapped up in your own head, as hard as that is. Goddamn, I'm doing so bad right now. It's a very hard thing to do. I'm guilty of it, and I freely admit that, and I'm trying to get better about it. It's like it's breaking habits. That's like the biggest like issue is just breaking that habit of, I'm having a bad day, and not letting that become the centrifugal focus of your mind, because there are people who have it worse than you, and there are people who have it better than you. And I mean, just being there for people when they really need it goes a long way. Especially in those friendships that you really you care about the other person.
Return to the combat area.
In those interpersonal relationships where, whether it's a lover or a friend, that you showcase that you're actually really there for them, then that goes a long way. And they'll be there to help you, just like you were there to help them most of the time. And if they're not, I mean, some people are just bad friends, and that's the long and short of it. Some people are just bad friends, and there are people who just do not care about you as much as you care about them. And when you're confronted with those situations, I guess like the best thing to do is just kind of let them kind of do their own thing and let them just go, I guess. It's tough. Like, sometimes it's really tough, especially, you care about someone so much, and then you find out that maybe they don't necessarily feel the same way about you, or they showcase that they don't care, and it hurts. Like, hurting sucks, and hurting people sucks, and being hurt sucks. But, I mean, it's part of life, and it's part of being human. Just try to keep around the people who showcase that they actually value you. Because those people really matter. And I mean, I've fucked up with some of my friends lately, and I admit it. Trying to repair those relationships is harder than trying to maintain them. And moving on to mental health issues that I guess I've been dealing with since I guess I'm kind of on my soapbox. I've been dealing with a lot of anxiety lately, and
we have taken objective apples.
Kind of depression, partially at these situations with my friends, partially at other factors in my life that are not necessarily in my control, that I can only do so much about. But I guess the important thing is that you do things about those factors that you can't control. Even if, you wake up one day and you just feel like you don't deserve to get out of bed, or you don't, like, I have days where my depression manifests itself in a way that I feel totally worthless and ineffectual at my life, and I just feel like I am the lowest form of human life. Oh, I tried. And it's a shitty feeling to wake up to. But when you're in those spells, it's important to also remember you feel like you have to kind of force yourself sometimes to do these things.
We are losing objective apples.
And this game's a pretty big contrast to what I'm talking about, and that's funny. But it's important to just kind of try and push through, because once you get to the other side, and once you even if it's a small goal, I'm going to fold my laundry today, I'm going to clean up my room today, I'm going to get this done. Even if it's a small goal, it's a goal, and it'll help you in the long run feel better through your day. And I mean, for instance, Oh yeah, I totally got drinks here. I mean, just like, for instance, like, one of the ways I notice that I'm in kind of a spell is that I'll do my laundry and I won't fold my clothes, but I'll live out of the basket for the week, or 2 weeks, or whatever, you know, because like, I'm fortunate enough to have enough clothes for like 2 weeks. But like, so, like, I'll notice, like, one of the things that my therapist actually talked about that's helpful is just being aware of those thoughts and being aware of those feelings, like, aware of them, acknowledging them, and then just like, oh man, that was really dumb of me. But yeah, just being aware of them and acknowledging them, and then an attempt to push through those things is really, wow. that was a short-lived life. But it's just like the way I keep losing my my train of thought, because I'm trying to talk about this and play this game. But like, I'm almost crying because like I'm trying to be deep and real here, and it's very hard to do that without getting a little weepy-eyed. So don't worry, I'm not gonna bawl on stream. That's not the right way to do. But like, it's just like part of dealing with those depressive thoughts and those depressive behaviors is acknowledging them, and sort of like the acknowledgement of them is important, but also taking steps to feel better. My therapist has talked about meditation and 30 minutes of exercise a day. Now, like, I've done the meditation, and that helps a lot, and that's just, you don't have to, it's gonna sound really lame to talk about, but sitting with your eyes closed, and counting your breaths, listening to your breathing, and just finding, like, centering yourself and finding a place of calm and acceptance. And it helps with both depression and anxiety, I found. Like, if I've been in a really bad state, I'll do this. Because, I mean, wow, that plane just literally took me out very quickly. But it's, like, wow, I'm back up, I'm alive again. Hello, I have a second life. That's probably going to be over very quickly. Whoa. This is stressful. But yeah, like, I've been doing my meditation exercise, I've been doing my, the exercise part is hard, like the physical activity part is hard, because I'm not a very active person, and I acknowledge that, but, I mean, like, you feel so much better, even if you just go out and take a walk. Like, it's amazing how much that helps. And these are steps you can take additionally to sort of deal with these issues yourself. Because, yeah, you're, like, kind of going back on the friends thing, like, there is a point, you know, yeah, you can lean on them, but dealing with these issues yourself is important too, because it helps you grow from the experience as a person. And then it also helps you, if this makes sense, it helps you, you know, like, you can't be there for a friend if you're dealing with your own issues. Like, if you have your own issues to deal with, you can't be there for a person as much. You know, you might not have the mental energy, you might not, you know, and that doesn't always have to be the case when you're better, which you don't really ever get better with mental health. Your mental illness, there's okay, I guess. Like, it's a funny, slippery slope, and mental health it's an important topic. We lost. But
the assault was a failure again.
It's important to try and take those steps to deal with that in the moment, and live in the moment, and try to be better in the moment, so you can be, you know, so you can be your better, you're like, kind of like your best self. for yourself.
We are
and for
being
other
reinforced with a behemoth.
people. But yourself comes first, because codependency is not a fun way to go about things. Give me one moment, guys. Okay. We're gonna spawn in as an assault thing. Oh, I'm in a tank. I'm in a tank. We're just gonna go through this person's house, you know, fuck them. Yeah. So cover kind of what's going on in my life,
Return
I
to
guess.
the combat area.
Why did you do that? Why did you fucking do this? This person driving this tank. Oh, that was a truck. Okay. Oh. I see you. Like, almost got him, but he got me. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I've kind of gone over what's been going on in my life. I do have a lot of things to be thankful for. It's not just going to be a negative episode. I actually, like the new job thing, I've kind of talked about it in a previous episode. I actually need to re-record a couple of episodes because, unfortunately, I fell on my ass with some things and just kind of, you know, I haven't really had the energy, I guess, and like, so in light of that, I lost an episode. I lost the first episode of Mass Effect Andromeda, and I lost an episode of Battlefield 4, so I will have to do, I guess, a Gift of the Magi thing, I guess. I don't know. I'm dead. Okay. Let's do... Let's do this. Oh, well. Well then. I don't want that. God damn. I'm doing really bad today. And I'm sorry about that. But is there a way that I can chat? Okay, 1 second, guys. I'm gonna go back in. Good. Good. Great. I just messed up a bunch. Can't believe this. We're back in. So there have been a lot of things I can be thankful for, which is a new job that is actually, you know, I'm going to be able to support myself once I get fully back on my feet, which I am immensely grateful for. And I have, you know, I have a good network of friends who actually help me with that, and I'm very grateful. I'm glad that things aren't going to be as tough financially, because that was a big, that can be a big effect on your, on just your mental health and well-being, and I'm thankful that I actually have, you know, the insurance to get therapy and things like that. I'm glad. I am also thankful that my friends that I did kind of fuck up with, that things might be on the way to like on the mend, and that is something that means a lot to me. I'm just doing really terrible, apparently.
We have lost objective butter.
I'm just doing really fucking bad. I can't get in there. I can't really do anything. It seems like this is just obnoxious. Honestly, in this game, running attack it's a nightmare scenario. Let's be real. Am I? Oh, I'm in one of the. Get out. Great. Let's see how long I can stay up this time, because, like, seems like I'm just having a problem playing this game today. Oh, I got him. Oh my god. That was a broken up, like, almost Wilhelm scream. I was on fire, and there was water, and I jumped in it, so I guess that worked out.
We have taken objective butter.
We have taken objective butter. Okay, we took objective butter. Okay, but... so I'm trying to think of like other topics I could cover in regards to the broad topic of mental health that I've been kind of talking about a lot this episode. Because it's very important. It is very important. It's very important to me. And, you know, my friends and stuff. So, I mean, it's... Let's do... Oof. That hurt. That hurts. Don't do it to me. Don't hit me like that. That's mean. Is there like a medic around here I can get some healthies from? I guess not. But I am healing. Every time. Okay. Well then. Okay. Okay. Jesus. 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 So, I'm doing really bad. This is gonna be a bad game. I'm probably gonna switch operations, honestly, because this one's just not going well. Because I would like to do semi-well if I'm just kind of casually playing and having a good talk. I think it's also important, like, I'm kind of losing my train of thought. I'm losing a little bit of steam here. Oh, these aren't Nazis. But hello, Buckabuck. It's good to see you. Let's see. Anyway. I have things to be thankful about in my life, and the mental health stuff is just, it's really tough, and everybody's dealing with it, and I'm trying not to say it dismissively. I've talked about it a lot in this episode. So I'm trying to chill things out a little bit. How are you sniping with a goddamn? And that is like one of my biggest gripes with this game. These guys fucking snipe with literally an LMG. But it's important to recognize also when you're showcasing empathy that relating through your own experiences is not the best way to do it. Just kind of listen and be there with them through that experience. And I've made this error as much as I fucked up. I admit it. I fully admit it. I fucked up, and I'm thankful that my friend that, you know, I had this conversation with is still my friend and still cares about me. And I hope that those things are not where I would like them to be right now.
We have lost objective apples.
I hope that things come back to a point where, you know, we kind of were, I guess. And I think I have kind of a hope that they will. I guess. Just because, you know, mostly just because we both kind of care about each other a lot, and I know that, and I hope I can showcase the. I'm just trying to take from what happened and grow from it. Okay.
We are losing objective button.
Anyway. I'm a little anxious because I've been talking about this, honestly, because I'm so scared of like saying the wrong thing, I guess, and like, I don't know, like it's
never stop fighting.
Tough
Inaction
talk.
is atrophy,
It's not.
paralysis, and
I mean, it's not necessarily like you're walking on eggshells, but it's definitely
By
not.
1918,
It's not an
the
easy
Germans
topic.
had perfected the art
It's
of
hard.
defending in depth. But at Marne,
Effectively
the French
about-
proved that a new
especially
type of
'cause, like,
war could be waged that
Everybody
favored the
experiences
attacker
everything
and not the
differently,
defender.
and
A war that used mobile and mechanized combined arms. If the Germans had
And
found success
objectivity is
in these
important.
Allied tactics,
I'm
perhaps
done with this.
further assaults on France
done with
and the
this operation.
capital would be impossible.
Everyone experiences
Changing the
everything
course of the war.
differently. Wow, my chat room is very broken. It seems like. I'm also. Taking a look here at my interface because. Okay. No, I'm not doing that one again. It was just in that one. We're gonna do this one. This one's I like this map personally.
For centuries, the city of Verdun had been a symbol of French strength. However, in 1916,
I like this map. I like doing this. I like doing this one actually.
But then at dawn, on the 21st
Because they're actually, I end up on a defending
a sudden
side.
infernal barrage of 1 million shells hammered Verdun.
And I prefer being a defender in this game because being an attacker is like, it's not a fun experience. You're just kind of you're at a huge disadvantage because you have a limited amount of forces and your forces get worn down, and it's like, well, you know, I can't push through this.
Wir Fort Vaux angreifen. Niemand weiß, was sich hinter diesen dicken Mauern verbirgt. Es heißt, die Festung wurde nach Bismarcks schrecklichem Krieg errichtet, um die Region vor zukünftigen Invasoren zu schützen. Und hier stehen wir nun.
I think we're
gehen uns
listening to
gegenseitig an die Kehle und sterben
So I
lieber,
gotta wait for this to load.
anstatt auch nur einen Schritt
As you all can
zurückzuweichen.
see by that little loading indicator on my screen.
The French garrison have barricaded themselves inside of Fort Vaux. Lieutenant Muller has ordered us to breach the fortress moat here. We will then enter the fort and clear the corridors leading up to the central courtyard. From this position, we must clear out any remaining French resistance, pushing them out through the main area.
Oh, I'm gonna play Germans. I'm attacking again. I don't want to attack. I really don't want to attack. I'll play as French again because I don't want to attack this time. I don't want to at all.
We are losing objective Alpha.
I'm trying to wrap up a little bit.
We have lost objective apples.
I keep losing my train of thought, and I apologize. It's been a bit of a day.
We have lost the sector.
And I don't mean that in any kind of bad way. It's just that
Retreat to the next sector.
you ever have a day where like you're just tired and you don't know why. I guess that's kind of what I'm experiencing, and it's making it a little hard to focus. Though, like, I feel like I want to talk about this, but I mean, I think I've covered most of the points. Just kind of like being aware, and that is the hardest part. Is literally just being aware of, you know, other people's needs. And oh, this is gonna be over, I think.
The enemy has reached the final objective.
The attackers are actually doing well. But other positive things. I really like this game, actually. I was pleasantly surprised. I recommend it.
We are losing objective butter.
The multiplayer can be a bitch, as you've seen. But I generally like it. I actually enjoy... And I don't I don't play a lot of FPSs like this, like Call of Duty and stuff. I do like the Battlefield mechanics of their multiplayer a little more, just because, literally just because it is team-based, and you have classes, and all of that fun stuff. Okay, I'm just playing around with my Twitch interface because it's been funny today. I don't know, like on my computer, I don't quite know why, but it's been a little funny, and I'm trying to figure it out. I just don't like the way my interface is set up right now. It's really weird. Hello, Beer. I don't know why. I'm sorry that you're kind of watching me just kind of go through some tweaking things and God. Wow. Sorry. Wow. Stop that. Stop that now. I don't know why is my channel being so funny? I don't understand it. It's like it's not loading the way it's supposed to. Alright, I'll just spawn my pen. But this time, I'll be it. No. Oh, no. I have to save people. And anyway. Okay, yeah, that would be why. This is gonna be furious. This is gonna be a furious defense. And I guess, like, another thing. I could talk about. Dude, we're gonna lose. This is terrible. I'm being very negative about this game, about this match multiplayer. I'm gonna leave this game, and I'm gonna take 5 to. I'll be here, but I'm going to take a look at my stream and wonder why it's being the way it's being. Like, I'm just trying to... Like, is it Chrome? Like, I don't understand why I can't. Okay. Events. There's nothing in my thing I'm trying to figure out, so. Videos. Hey man, look at me rocking out. I'm on the video. Hey man, look at me rocking out. I'm on the video with Daddy and Lisa. Take me away from the strangest places, sweet Daddy and Lisa. The song is stuck in my head now. Oh, why are you being dumb? Theater mode. There we go. Thing I wanted. Okay, let's get back to it. We're gonna go into some, what's the next thing I want to do here? Oops. Why do I have to go into... Okay, there we go. That's fine. That'll work for me. I've changed my things sufficiently to where I want it. Let's do... What is the next thing that I want? Beyond the Marne, caution. Let's do... Which one is this? I think this one's... This one's a pretty good one. I'm going to do one more operation here.
Russia in the east allowed Germany to concentrate its forces for one massive assault on the British sectors. The initial hurricane bombardment was heard as far away as London. General Ludendorff then ordered his stormtroopers to attack the enemy trench lines.
I just want to join, please. We're going to drink more. And,
This infernal bomb.
I'm trying to...
The noise, the smoke. The most tremendous cannonade I've ever heard. Swept round us in a white curve of red leaping flame, quite unending in either direction.
Man, that guy is really
it's a whole new
very
type of
British,
warfare, boys.
very, like,
Gotta be careful.
very cockney.
They're
And that's
calling them
dope.
stormtroopers.
I love
Do his
that,
best.
you know. I love how
Orders to
multifaceted
leave their trenches and charge
the
right
accents
into
are in
us.
this game, because you've got
Come on, concentrate on your
accents.
bayonet.
I think it's pretty cool.
Imagine it piercing the hearts of the Hun.
Although World War I is one of the
Every
worst
last
wars
one of
in
them.
history, alongside World War II. I'm a bit of a history buff, and I think my favorite, I'm absolutely fascinated with the aviation side of World War I. I know it's taking me an hour to actually get into the game a little bit and talk about it. 'Cause, like, obviously it was terrible and horrible, and, you know, obviously when fucking, it's nothing you want to deal with. My great-grandfather actually fought in World War I, which is incredible. It's an incredible thing to think about. But, and, I mean, the loss of human life is always kind of it's a very heavy show today, and for that I'm sorry. But I am fascinated with the progress in aviation that was made so quickly in the First World War. Those planes were originally, they were used for reconnaissance, and then the pilots on opposing sides would bring up, you know, sort of guns, and like they would bring up rifles and pistols and shoot at each other, and then they started, that's kind of what started, you know, the whole kind of what started all the dogfighting and stuff, I guess, would be the best way to put it. And I'm sure you've noticed, I'm sure anyone who's played this game has noticed, like, when a plane goes by overhead and drops bombs, they're actually just grenades, and that's literally how it was. They would throw grenades off the side of the plane, and they would just have a longer time fuse. That's how that went.
We have lost objective apples.
How do we lose objective apples so fast?
We have taken objective butter.
Okay, we've taken objective butter. We lost apples, so we need to go help take apples. Oh! Did I get him? What the hell? That was incredible. That was just, that was obnoxious, man. I don't know if those of you viewing saw that. I'm pretty sure that, should have at least killed him a little bit.
We are losing objective butter.
So I was hitting him in the exact spots, not there. But, anyway. Keep. I didn't even see him. Oh, yeah, I'm back up. Oh, and there's a grenade. Oh, man. And I'm dead again. I hit him too. I definitely got like 1 or 2 hits on him. That was pretty obnoxious. I feel like there's a delay in my stream, but
We are losing objective butter.
What's that? That. What's that? Like. Yeah, you gotta kill assist. Throwing a grenade. It's always like such a crapshoot too. I'm like, let me just throw a grenade and find out what happens. That was a grenade right by my head. Spot spawn up. But yeah, you get points for helping the team.
Losing objective butter.
I think I got him. No? How did... I definitely...
We have lost objective butter.
How did we lose? All these objectives already. I'm gonna keep going for just a little longer, I think. I'm gonna try and make it through this operation.
We have lost the sector.
Very much. I want to get to something different. Like, being this bad right now it's kind of disheartening, if I'm being honest. Alright, I'll keep going. At least for this. The duration of this match, at least. I love playing scouts and snipers in general. I don't know. I appreciate the value of a really well placed shot. Man, I couldn't even get a shot off. That was pretty obnoxious. Alright, I'm gonna go a little bit longer. I'm gonna go until the end of this round, I think. Or I could probably end it here. Alright, I'll go this life, and then from there... Well, I think I'm gonna call it. I'm a little frustrated. I'm a little tilty. Oh. I'm back up. Good medics on a team can always. Holy crap. I somehow made it through that. That was pretty intense. Ooh, I'm not gonna make it through that. That's it. It's like a tank gun. Yeah, that was dumb. That was dumb on my part, and I admit that. Okay. Let's try one more time. Let's try one more time. Oh, God damn it. He was there, and I just couldn't, like... You ever tried to, like, line up the shot? It's just not happening. And switch to assault, and try and...
Half of the enemy forces are gone.
Clear out the sector a little bit, you know? on that. Well then, I think with that, I'm a little tilted. I'm gonna call my stream here. Those of you who have joined, thank you again. Those of you listening, I really appreciate it. And just to kind of wrap up again, you know, just be kind and try and be empathetic and try and just be good to one another and grow as people. And I think that's really important. Thank you for joining me on this heartfelt stream, and have a wonderful night. And I hope all of you are doing well. And I hope that whatever challenges you may be facing, I hope they're not insurmountable. Have a good night.